So when I was at the Maha, the fall hang in Maryland, one of the things that struck me as funny was hammock hangers and hikers and everyone that I saw found a great opportunity to wear skin-tight clothing. I mean, there were some people wearing some skin-tight stuff. I gotta say, Alyssa, you should be a wilderness model. I saw you at Maha. You were modeling the clothes. I mean, they were looking great. You could hear the fabric screaming. You know, it was like, Clarice, can you hear the horrible screaming of the fabric? Anyway, I thought I'd sport my own skin-tight duds. What is this, a Dry Logic shirt? Something underneath. The tightest jeans I could find. And what happens when Carl from Sling Blade meets Ohio Players, 1974? You're fine, fine, missus. Wearing them skin-tight breeches. Running folks into ditches. About to bust some stitches. So, my property is about 2 blocks from the ocean, right down there. And, right behind me, I have a coastal estuary. Some people call it the Shrewsbury River. Comes right up behind me, and we get a lot of flooding. You know, coastal flooding during nor'easter. You can see my yard is totally saturated here. I mean, that's what it normally looks like, is just after a storm. Just totally soaked. Anyway, I call it a coastal estuary. Some people call it a river. Anyway, hold on, I gotta slide into this. I think Carl is calling. I hear Carl. Carl. Don't call, Carl. I hate it when you call. Some people call it a river. I like to call it a coastal estuary. Cause a river, just water. Coastal estuary, got the salt water mixing with the fresh water. I like it a lot better than the river. Coastal estuary. Anyway, like I was saying, with the nor'easter coming up the coast, there was really no way to stay dry. I mean, I think the only way to stay dry in a storm like last night was to pretty much wear a full-length, you know, a body-length Ziploc bag. Might have had trouble breathing, but I think it would have kept me dry. It's probably the only way, unless I had some kind of super, you know, giant extended tarp. You got any biscuits in there for sale? You got any full-length Ziploc baggies in there for sale? Monica! Oh, Monica. Come on in here, honey. Come on in here. It's Bill Clinton. Monica, have you seen how I'm hung? I hung the blue tarp because I know blue's your favorite color, honey. Come on in here. Monica, come on in here, baby. I got a cigar for you. I'm wearing my blue Speedo. Come on in here, baby. You know you love the blue Speedo. Come on in here. Come on, Monica. You know you can't resist the blue banana hammock. Come on in here, baby. I swear, Hillary ain't nowhere near here. Come on. Come on in here, you big bone beauty. Come on. Come on, baby. So the wind was blowing, the rain was coming in, everything was damp, but I wasn't cold. A while back I got the bright idea of flipping my fire mosquito hammock over and using the bug net to suspend some insulation, kind of like an underquilt. So right now I've got a blue foam thing. I taped some, used some Tyvek and added some, wings on it, and so it's like a segmented pad extender. The reason I stuck it in there is not for insulation per se, but I put a 30-degree sleeping bag in here, and it tends to bunch up. So I use the pad to keep it flat. Keeps me fairly warm. I could use a space blanket and probably get down, in the 20s, teens. I sleep hot, so it's a totally different world if you sleep hot. Anyway. Hold on. Yeah. So, about 6 a.m. in the morning, my son's going off to a swim meet, and guess who shows up in the hammock with me? Peanut, the retarded dog. That's right, Peanut. He's like his brothers and sisters are 12-inch beagles, but he just came up kind of short. He's about a 6-inch beagle. Got a severe overbite, so his tongue just hangs out constantly. The ladies are quite attracted by that, I might add. Anyway, I kind of had an unfair advantage because I had dog insulation, and Peanut is very good insulation. He just loves hanging in the hammock. He's a hammock hanger for sure. Yes, he is. Occasionally he tries to jump out, but it don't work out too well. Say hi to the camera, Peanut. Say hi. Ha! 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 Let me rub that belly. I'm gonna rub that belly. Ooh, look at that chubby tummy. I'm on a timeout right now, because apparently riding the dog like it's a small horse is frowned upon in this establishment. Anyway, I hid this bad boy under my underquilt so I can go on E-Trade and check my investment portfolio. Oh, Peanut, smile for the camera. Oh, you fat dog, fat dog, fat dog, fat dog. Oh, goodbye. Go take a hike. Bye-bye. So anyway, this setup here with the blue pad, foam pad, 30-degree sleeping bag, and bonus heating device. This is a bonus heating device right here. He showed up. Anyway, he kept me warm. Whole system kept me warm down to 33, 34 degrees last night with the blowing wind and rain and snow and sleet and you know, the kitchen sink and all that other stuff. Come over here, Peony. Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.